In a world where people walk past those in need, who will stop to help? This question echoes through the ages, a timeless challenge to look beyond ourselves and extend a hand to those in need. Jesus, a master storyteller, presented such a challenge in the parable of the Good Samaritan. The road from Jerusalem to Jericho was a treacherous one, known for its narrow winding paths that cut through the rocky terrain. This ancient route, often traveled by merchants and pilgrims, was fraught with danger. The desolate hills and barren landscape provided the perfect cover for those with ill intentions. It snaked through desolate hills, a haven for bandits and robbers. The sparse vegetation and rocky outcrops offered numerous hiding spots for these outlaws, who would lie in wait for unsuspecting travelers. The isolation of the road meant that cries for help often went unheard, leaving victims at the mercy of their attackers. Travelers often made the journey in fear, knowing that danger lurked around every bend. They would walk cautiously, eyes darting to every shadow, every movement in the distance. The anxiety was palpable, as each step could bring them closer to an ambush. Many would travel in groups, hoping that there was safety in numbers. It was on this road that a man, a traveler from a distant land, found himself in desperate need. Exhausted and weary, he had been walking for hours, the relentless sun beating down on him. He decided to rest for a moment, unaware that he was being watched. His journey was about to take a turn for the worse. He had been attacked by robbers in the dead of night when the streets were empty and silent. They showed no mercy, beating him savagely and leaving him for dead. His possessions were stolen, his body broken and bruised. He lay there, barely conscious, his life hanging by a thread. As he lay there helpless, two men approached, men of God, their robes flowing in the wind, a priest and a Levite. They saw the man, saw his pain, his suffering etched on his face, but they did not stop. They averted their eyes, their hearts hardened by indifference.
Weakly, help, please, someone, anyone.
Murmurs, "Oh dear, this is terrible, but I must be on my way. I have pressing matters to attend to."
Softly, I can't get involved. I have important duties. My responsibilities are too great to be delayed.
Then came a Samaritan. The Samaritans and the Jews were, well, not friendly. They despised each other.
Yet seeing the injured man, I felt a surge of compassion. I did not see an enemy. I saw a fellow human in need.
The Samaritan kneels beside the injured man, carefully cleaning and bandaging his wounds. He gently cleaned the man's wounds, pouring on oil and wine. The oil soothed the pain, while the wine acted as a disinfectant, preventing infection. He then carefully lifted the man onto his own animal, ensuring he was secure and comfortable. With great effort and compassion, he took the injured man to an inn, a place of safety and rest, where he could recover.
I will pay for the man's care and promise to return. The Samaritan handed over money to the innkeeper, ensuring that the injured man would receive the best possible care. He made a solemn promise to come back and cover any additional expenses, showing his commitment to the man's recovery and well-being.
Which of these, Jesus asked, was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? The crowd listened intently, pondering the question. Jesus' words were meant to provoke thought and self-reflection, challenging them to consider their own actions and attitudes towards others in need.
The answer is clear. The one who showed mercy and compassion is the true neighbor. The realization dawned on the listeners as they understood the profound lesson being taught. It was not about who the person was, but about the actions they took to help someone in need.
Go and do likewise, show compassion, be a neighbor. The message was simple yet powerful. It called for action, urging everyone to extend kindness and support to those around them. In a world where indifference often prevails, this call to action reminded everyone of the importance of empathy and human connection.